My class, it is a recap lecture of the potentiometer topic, and this topic is very important. Already you know that the 5 marks question most of the year came, and this topic is also in your practical section. So when we will finish the theory, then after that we will also discuss the practical of this potentiometer. So let us see the basic circuit diagram of the potentiometer. So this is the driven cell, this is the rheostat, and this one is your cell whose EMF is to be calculated. So what is the potentiometer? Potentiometer is a device which is used to measure the EMF of a cell, right now. And this E1 is unknown. The cell whose EMF is E1 is unknown, and with the help of this potentiometer setup we can find the EMF. Already I explained you why we are preferring the potentiometer. Already we have the voltmeter to measure the potential difference. But when you are measuring with the voltmeter is giving the terminal voltage. It is not giving the EMF of the cell. That means the EMF of the cell is terminal voltage plus I into small r. So if you are measuring with the voltmeter, you are getting this value. You are not getting the EMF of the cell. Because when you are measuring with the voltmeter, there is a current inflowing inside throughout the whole circuit, and that is why the ions are moving inside the electrolytes. And if the ions are moving in the electrolytes, then 100% the internal resistance present there. While when we are measuring with the potentiometer, in that case we are not getting this I, because when we are measuring with the potentiometer setup, this galvanometer shows the null deflection. So null deflection, that means in this R there is no current is flowing, and if there is no current is flowing, that means there is no ions are not moving inside the cell. And if the ions are not moving, that means the internal resistance is not active in that case. So in that case you are getting the EMF of the cell. You are not getting the terminal voltage, you are getting the EMF of the cell. So number of times asked in the board examination, why you are not preferring the voltmeter? Now you can understand. You can write the answer very easily, because the voltmeter is measuring the terminal voltage of the cell, while to measure the EMF of the cell we need potentiometer. So it is like, now see what is the principle? What is the principle of this device? What is the principle of this device? So principle of this device is based upon the potential gradient concept. Potential gradient. What is potential gradient? Just see here. Because of this driven cell, there is a AB wire whose resistance is known, because it is a potentiometer wire, and generally it is made by the nichrome wire, and whose resistance is known. So because of that resistance, there is a potential difference built up across this AB wire. There is a potential difference built up across this AB wire, because one resistance is this one and one resistance is AB wire. So two resistances are connected in a series combination. That is why there is a potential difference built up across this AB wire. Let us say it is VAB. Let us say it is a VAB. Now we have, suppose we have the arrangement like that. We have the arrangement like that. And suppose this one is the E1 and this one is the E2. Two cells are there and their connection like that. The positive terminal and this also positive terminal. So because of this E1, the tendency of the current flowing from the positive plate this side, and because of this E2 also in this side. You can see the current, both the currents are moving in the opposite direction. That is why their effect is not combining together. They are dominating to each other. So if the E1 is greater than E2, then the net potential difference build up is E1 minus E2. If E2 is greater, then E2 minus E1. And suppose if E1 and E2 both are equal, E1 and E2 both are equal. In that case, what is the deflection shown by this galvanometer? In that case, 0, because both the effect get dominated. So that is why both the effect get neutralized. So you will get the E net is equal to 0. So this principle is utilizing here. Here, because of this potentiometer wire, there is a potential difference build up, and this potential difference is representing with respect to its length. That means the VAB is spread throughout this whole length. Suppose I am saying this length is, I am saying balancing length is capital L, and the AB wire, length of this AB wire, I am saying it is L. Length of this AB wire. So this VAB is spread out throughout the whole length. Right? So here your VAB is directly proportional to what? The length of this AB wire. So whenever you are eliminating the proportionality sign, you are using what? The constant. I am using the constant K. So VAB is equal to K into L. So here K is what? K is called the potential gradient. It's called the potential gradient. Or potential gradient means, what is the meaning of potential gradient means? The potential difference of unit length of this potentiometer wire. Right? A unit length, whatever the potential difference build up in the unit length is represented by K. In simple language, यूनिट लेंथ के अक्रॉस कितना पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बिल्डअप हो रहा है वो कौन रिप्रेजेंट करेगा? ओके। यानी सिंपल लैंग्वेज में कहें तो आपको क्या पता है, आपको एक यूनिट लेंथ में कितना पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बिल्डअप हो रहा है इसके पोटेंशियोमीटर वायर में, वो आपको पता है। अब सिंपल, यूनिट लेंथ में कितना तो एल लेंथ में कितना। तो सिंपल, विद द हेल्प ऑफ यूनिटरी मेथड यू कैन फाइंड व्हाट इज द ईएमएफ ऑफ द सेल बाय स्लाइडिंग दिस पॉइंटर. By sliding this pointer, you can simply find where you are getting both the EMF get equal. Where? So I don't know what is the value of this E1, but when you are sliding this one, you are increasing the length. Basically, you are increasing the length. So when the length is producing that amount of the potential difference, when both become equal, in that case, galvanometer shows the null deflection. So इस length को increase करते जाएंगे because लेंथ इंक्रीज करने से पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इंक्रीज होगा. तो जब इस E1 के इक्वल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस आ जाएगा, जब E1 के इक्वल, उस केस में क्या होगा? द गैल्वेनोमीटर शोज द नल डिफ्लेक्शन. राइट ना? तो सिंपल, बाय स्लाइडिंग दिस वन वी कैन फाइंड वेयर यू आर गेटिंग द बैलेंसिंग लेंथ. राइट ना? व्हेन यू नो द बैलेंसिंग लेंथ, देन जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई बाय द K, यू विल गेट द व्हाट इज द EMF ऑफ दिस सेल. That is why the number of times asked in the board examination whether it is possible you can measure the EMF of the cell whose EMF is greater than this driven cell EMF. So answer is no. Answer is no, because this driven cell is producing the potential difference across this AB wire. इस ED की वजह से AB के क्रॉस पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बिल्डअप हो रहा है. अगर हम इस पॉइंटर को L को इंक्रीज करते जाएं, स्लाइड लेंथ को इंक्रीज करते जाएं, तो मैक्सिमम कितना ले सकते हैं? मैक्सिमम इसकी पूरी लेंथ ले सकते हैं. For the whole length, it is the only VAB, the potential difference built up across this AB wire. And if this E1 is greater than this VAB, then you will not get both the cells EMF will not cancel to each other. एक दूसरे को cancel नहीं करें. So the galvanometer will not show the null deflection. Right? So here it is not possible. This ED always greater than this E1. यानी जिस सेल का हमको EMF निकालना है, उस EMF का जो भी हमारा एक्सपेक्टेड EMF होगा, उससे हमेशा हम ड्रिवन सेल का EMF को जानेंगे, तभी पॉसिबल है. अगर E1 ग्रेटर हो गया ED से, then it is not possible to measure this E1. बेटा, so here one case is you should note down. Here ED should always greater than E1. ED is always greater than E1. So this one is very important. This ED, the driven cell, always greater than the EMF of the unknown cell. इससे हमेशा ज्यादा. अब क्वेश्चन है सर कि अननोन सेल से कैसे, हमें पता ही नहीं है EMF, तो कैसे एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि इससे ज्यादा है कि कम है? तो जनरली फॉर द प्राइमरी सेल or the secondary cell, the primary cell in your syllabus, the primary cell you are expecting the EMF of the cell is around of the in between the 2 volt, 3 volt, maximum it is 5 volt for the primary cell. For the different normality of the solution of the electrolyte, you are getting the different EMF. You are getting the different EMF. That is why it is mentioned you have to make the primary cell of the given normality. Right? For the given normality, you have to make the primary cell and then you have to find the even cell. Right? It is mentioned in the syllabus. You have to make the primary cell of the given normality. So it is generally it is less than 5. So generally we are preferring the ED is 5. Generally, maximum you are taking the ED is 5, and if it is 5, then automatically the even is less than 5. So where you are getting this value of the even, simply with the help of this slider you can find the where you are getting the this null deflection. With the help of the null deflection you can simply find this value. I think it is clear. So what is the basic principle of this potentiometer? Now let us discuss one very important question, which is every time whenever the numerical of the potentiometer arises in the board examination, also one theoretical part is also there regarding the sensitivity of the potentiometer. So sensitivity of the potentiometer. Sensitivity. Sensitivity of the potentiometer. Sensitivity. So sensitivity is inversely proportional to the K. You should memorize this one. Sensitivity is inversely related with the potential gradient. Potential gradients और sensitivity एक दूसरे के inversely related है. That means the question asked like that: how you can increase the sensitivity of potentiometer? इस potentiometer की sensitivity कैसे increase कर सकते हैं? So how can increase? You know that V is equal to what? K into L. So K is equal to what? V by L. K is equal to V by L. So how can increase the sensitivity? यानी sensitivity को increase करने के लिए K को क्या करना होगा? Decrease करना होगा. K को decrease. From this expression, the see how you can decrease the value of K. How can decrease the value of this K? So K will decrease if V will decrease. एक तो तरीका है कि पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस जो V है इसको डिक्रीज कर दें, लेकिन सी देयर इज अ रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऑन द V. दिस V is basically the VAB, the potential difference across this potentiometer wire, and this V is directly generated by this ED. This is generated by this ED, and if we reduce this value of V, that means we are reducing the value of this ED. And if we are reducing this value of ED, then there is a chance that E1 will be greater than this ED. So we cannot reduce this value of V. right ना? So इस V को हम minimize नहीं कर सकते, एक certain limit से हम V को minimize नहीं कर सकते. Because if we are minimizing this V, automatically this ED will decrease. ED को decrease करके ये V को decrease कर सकते हैं. और V को decrease करेंगे तो ED decrease होगा. So if ED is decreasing, then automatically there is a chance that E1 is greater than ED, and which is not possible. ED always should be greater than E. Right? It's a basic principle. It is a main criteria for this potentiometer device. ED, the driven cell EMF, always greater than this E1. Right? ना? So V पे हमारे पास restriction है. We cannot minimize the value of V. Then we have the another factor L. So to minimize this K, how can change the value of L? K को minimize करने के लिए हमको L को increase करना होगा. L को increase करना होगा. That means if you are increasing the length of this potentiometer wire, then K will decrease. And if the K will decrease, then sensitivity will increase. Right now? So here you should note down very important line: sensitivity, length increases, then sensitivity also increases. Right? So we can increase the sensitivity of this potentiometer device, potentiometer, by increasing the length. यही डिफरेंस है. इसीलिए पिछले बार एग्जामिनर जो प्रैक्टिकल एग्जामिनर आया था उन्होंने क्वेश्चन पूछा था whether you can replace the meter bridge setup with the help of potentiometer setup. पोटेंशियोमीटर में जो सेटअप लगा हुआ है उसमें 10 वायर्स होते हैं, राइट ना? 100 सेंटीमीटर के ऐसे 10 वायर, ऐसे करके 10 वायर्स. ऐसे करके the 10 wires are there like this one. AB is there. This A point and B point. I'm taking this only the reference is there. This AB wire and we have number. So we are increasing the length. So एग्जाम में पूछा था क्या पोटेंशियोमीटर का जो सेटअप है उसकी जगह पर क्या मीटर ब्रिज का सेटअप लगा सकते हैं क्या? यानी दैट मींस मीटर ब्रिज द 100 मीटर वायर वी कैन यूज in place of this 10 meter potentiometer setup. So whether we can use? So yes, we can use. आंसर बच्चे का नहीं यूज कर सकते क्योंकि सबके दिमाग में है कि पोटेंशियोमीटर की जगह पर अगर मीटर ब्रिज यूज हो सकता था तो पोटेंशियोमीटर खरीदने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. So simple, everybody is saying no sir, but nobody is giving the proper answer. Why no? Right now? So here, because in the potentiometer and the meter bridge, the wire is used is 1 meter length, 100 centimeter. In the potentiometer, we are using the 10 meter length. So with the help of this relation, sensitivity and scale, it is found length increases, then sensitivity also increases. So we can use it. The meter bridge wire is also can be used, but in that case, the sensitivity of the potentiometer decreases. अगर लेंथ डिक्रीज होगा तो पोटेंशियोमीटर की सेंसिटिविटी भी डिक्रीज होगी, है ना, सेंसिटिविटी भी डिक्रीज हो जाएगी. सो योर आंसर शुड बी यस, वी कैन यूज मीटर ब्रिज for meter bridge wire in place of this potentiometer wire, but the sensitivity of the potentiometer can get reduced because the length get reduced. लेंथ रिड्यूस होने की वजह से उसकी सेंसिटिविटी डिक्रीज हो जाएगी. अब सेंसिटिविटी का सिंपल लैंग्वेज, व्हाट इज द सेंसिटिविटी? सेंसिटिविटी दैट मींस हाउ मिनिमम वैल्यू दैट कैन बी रीड बाय द डिवाइस, राइट? वेरी स्मॉल. दैट मींस फॉर देयर इज अ लिमिटेशन. If you are sliding this pointer, there is a limit. There is a limit of the movement. So how fine this movement can be detected by the device is called the sensitivity. And how fine, very small deflection that can be read by this device is called the sensitivity. Right now, so the sensitivity, because of the sensitivity, you can simply use this one. I hope you understand. So this topic is very important. And if you have any little bit complexity, so when we will discuss the practical, then rest of the doubts also get clear. So if you have any doubt, you should mention in the comment section. Thank you.